Welcome to the Fact Channel, Feline Secrets, where we decode the psychology behind cat behavior so you can truly understand what they're trying to tell you. You've probably heard this hundreds of times. Cats only like fish. It sounds simple, almost obvious, but what if that explanation is what's preventing you from truly understanding your cat? Because when your cat skips a meal and then suddenly becomes alert, focused, even expressive, the moment fish appears, something deeper is happening. This isn't simply about taste, it's not about pickiness, and it's certainly not random behavior. There's a layer behind this reaction, one that stems from instinct, memory, and how your cat feels safe in their world. And this is where it gets more personal. Every time your cat chooses fish over something else, it's not just revealing what it likes, it's revealing how it thinks, how it decides what's trustworthy, and, in a subtle way, how it connects with you. Most people never see this. They often assume their cat is unruly, or spoiled, or stubborn. But once you start to understand what's really going on beneath the surface, things change. The confusion dissipates, the frustration disappears, and instead, something much deeper begins to form, a genuine connection. So, before you continue watching, take a moment to subscribe and follow me, because what you're about to discover could completely change how you see your cat, and how your cat sees you. 1. Because this preference isn't random, it's not pickiness, and it's certainly not just a matter of taste. There's a hidden pattern behind it, a pattern that reveals instinct, memory, and even trust. And once you realize that, the way you feed your cat may never be the same again. You place a bowl of chicken in front of your cat, and it sniffs, hesitates, then walks away. But as soon as you open a can of tuna, it appears immediately. Most people assume it's just a preference, like a favorite flavor, but the truth is much deeper. Fish has a stronger smell than most meats, and cats rely heavily on their sense of smell to assess food safety. In nature, scent is synonymous with survival. Emotionally, your cat isn't rejecting your efforts, it's reacting to what it feels certain. What should you do? Don't take it personally. Instead, understand that scent is a language of trust in cats. You try to change its diet for health reasons, but it resists, almost stubbornly. It feels frustrating, as if it's deliberately being difficult. But it's not. Cats are programmed to avoid unfamiliar foods as a survival instinct called novelty. Fish, especially processed fish, often carries familiar scents that they have learned to be safe. Emotionally, your cat is protecting itself, not rejecting you. What should you do? Introduce new foods slowly, associating them with familiar scents to build trust, not force a change. If you've ever felt confused about your cat's eating habits, you're not alone. And understanding this can completely change how you care for it. You notice your cat becomes more affectionate when you prepare fish. It wraps around your legs, rubs against you, even meows more. It seems like it's begging. But this isn't just hunger. Fish releases essential amino acids and oils that trigger a strong sensory response in cats. In nature, these signals indicate that the prey is very valuable. Emotionally, your cat associates you with that reward. So, what should you do? Take advantage of feeding moments as bonding opportunities. Speak softly, move calmly, and let it feel safe and secure in your presence. Sometimes your cat dislikes expensive food, but reacts strongly to simple things like canned sardines. This seems unpredictable, even illogical. But cats don't judge value the way humans do. They react to biological cues, fat content, scent intensity, and familiarity. Fish often meets all those criteria. Emotionally, your cat isn't being ungrateful, it's following instinctive logic. So what should you do? Focus less on price or brand, and more on what your cat consistently reacts to. You might worry that your cat is addicted to fish, especially if it refuses everything else. It seems like you've created a bad habit. But this isn't an addiction in the human sense. Fish-based foods are often processed to be highly palatable, reinforcing the preference over time. Emotionally, your cat is repeating what brings it comfort and security. So what should you do? Gradually balance its diet without completely eliminating what it loves, because trust is more important than control. You notice your cat eats fish faster than other foods, almost frantically. This might seem greedy or excessive. But in nature, fish is a rare and valuable food. That urgency is instinct. Eat quickly before it's gone. Emotionally, your cat is acting on an ancient survival instinct. What should you do? Create a quiet feeding environment to reduce stress and help it calm down naturally. Sometimes your cat refuses to eat fish, even though it normally loves it. This might seem puzzling, even worrying. But cats are very sensitive to small changes: temperature, freshness, even your mood. Fish, due to their scent, amplify those differences. Emotionally, your cat may be reacting to something you can't identify. What should you do? Observe without panicking. Small changes in presentation can help it feel comfortable again. You might think that feeding your cat fish will make it love you more. It feels like a shortcut to showing affection. But food doesn't create love, it strengthens the bond. Your cat connects you to positive experiences, but its connection with you is deeper than what's in the food bowl. Emotionally, relying solely on food can limit that connection. So what should you do? Combine feeding with presence, eye contact, a gentle voice, and consistency. You notice your cat watches you very closely when you eat fish, more than any other food. It feels as though deliberate. But this behavior reflects curiosity and learned patterns. Cats observe what their trusted owner eats. Fish, with its strong aroma, attracts its attention even more intensely. Emotionally, your cat is trying to understand your world. So what should you do? Recognize these moments as connection, not intrusion. One day, your cat brings you a toy, right after eating fish. This might seem unrelated, even random, but in feline psychology, this could be a form of sharing or a display of satisfaction. In nature, a successful hunt leads to both nurturing and social cues. Emotionally, your cat may be wanting you to participate in that moment. What should you do? Acknowledge it. Even a simple response strengthens that silent bond. And here's a deeper truth that most people never realize. A cat's preference for fish isn't simply about taste. It's a gateway to instinct, memory, and how it feels safe in your presence. Every time it chooses food, it's also choosing what it feels right to do. So, the next time your cat turns toward that familiar smell of fish, don't just see it as a preference. See a story, a quiet, instinctive story of trust, survival, and connection. And perhaps, for the first time, you'll realize it's always been communicating with you. And maybe now, you're starting to see it. Your cat was never just choosing fish. They were choosing what feels safe, what feels familiar, what feels right in a world they quietly navigate every single day. And in that choice, there's something deeply personal. Because every time your cat turns towards something they trust, they're also revealing how they see you. Not just as someone who feeds them, but as part of their safety, their routine, their world. That's something most people never notice, until it's too late. So if this video helped you see your cat in a way you never have before, don't stop here. Subscribe to Fact, Feline Secrets, and stay with us. Because the more you understand their silent language, the deeper your bond becomes. And one day, you won't just be feeding your cat, you'll truly be understanding them.